I do think my computer is about to blow up, so bear with me. Hi, everybody. She's a left-hand beauty with big blue eyes, sold out shows and sweet potato fries. Okay, I just got back from Santa Barbara, so como se dice, bloated. We had the best time, like a beautiful few days. Went to Santa Barbara, had the best weather, beautiful hotel. Just Clyde was like living his best life. Did he walk up to Rick Caruso and slap his dog across the face? Sure did. In red cowboy boots? Sure did. So we're probably blacklisted from the Rosewood Miramar Beach, but we had a wonderful time up until about 14 minutes ago in today's installment of Reasons Why I'm Going to Murder Andrew. I just got home from the market, okay? I feel like reset, rehabilitated, reinvigorated, all of the things, okay? I go to Gelson's, get a little shrimp, gonna make a kind of copycat Freddy salad from Sadel's, health is wealth, trying to just like trim up for tour. We're going to get there in a second because your girl still got it. Okay. Still got it, bitch. You know what I said earlier today to a friend? I was like, and it did make me want to die. And she was like, don't ever speak to me again. I said, I feel like I'm a podcaster's favorite podcaster. And she's like, what does that mean? And I'm like, I don't know. But it feels like niche and sexy. So I get home, I'm unloading the groceries, and I take a deep exhale. The Montecito energy really like just infiltrated my soul, and I was feeling Meghan Markle adjacent, and I look out in the veranda and I go, what a beautiful weekend. I'm feeling #blessed. With love, Jacqueline. And then I look out at the backyard and everything's looking very wet. And I've got astigmatism. So I kind of like blink it out, and then I go towards the kitchen and I look outside and there's water to the brim. Okay. Water to the doors. And little Andy decided to refill the pool. Okay. Because it was getting a little low. Temperatures hit a certain range, and the pool starts evaporating. And Jackie, don't you have an autofill? No, my pool and the Mosaic Dolphins are from 1943. That's why I'm going on fucking tour. It doesn't have an autofill, and you can't drain it because then it could pop out of the cement. It's a whole fucking thing that I just don't have the bandwidth to navigate. So Andy left the hose in, and then she sauntered off to the studio to, hit up a session, and has flooded the entirety of our backyard. Okay. I don't know if he was going for like a zero infinity edge Rosewood style pool, but there's water coming in. And after we just dealt with, the hefty 6-figure bill of water damage and mold growing underneath our floors, it's just so silly that Andy would put the hose on and then the drains that we just had to replace. And Andy's just being Andy, you know what I mean? She just forgot. And then now there's just water all over the fucking place. I texted him the following. I said, Andrew, well, should I edit it? No. The tickets are already sold. It's okay. I said, you flooded our fucking yard. You fucking. He says, whoops, how bad is it? I said, it's not great, Andrew. He said, not getting up to the house though, right? I said, no, Andrew, it's right up to the fucking house. He says, didn't get inside though, did it? I said, Andrew, I don't fucking know. You haven't been inside the house? I said, I do not know if this has created internal wall damage, Andrew. Leave me alone. I am no longer interested in bearing the burdens of your stupidity. He said, bye, with a heart. So love lives here. I just I can't even I can't do it. I dream. Sometimes I look at him and I'm like, ugh, I love that guy. And sometimes I look at him and I go, how do you physically get through the days just being so ill-equipped cerebrally? You know what I mean? Like so severely ill-equipped. It's not, I don't have the bandwidth, like I don't have, it's not inside the house. Well, no, Andrew, it would have to penetrate the siding and then it would rot the wood. We've been through this. So no, I'm not exactly sure what type of long-term damage your flooding of the yard has done. I'll let you know when we get the bill in 6 months. Maybe we'll run it back, bitch. I can't. Oh God, it's it's so tragic. It's so tragic. It's a Tradgiki Tzatziki that just never fucking ends with lots of extra dill. That's the name of this episode, Tradgiki Tzatziki. Tzatziki is like really fresh on the brain for me because I just had a gorgeous chopped salad from Tony Taverna's, support local business in Malibu. And they have this dip. And then I'm going to like get into things that matter because I just realized I spent 6 minutes just like talking about nothing. It just had like the gorgeous house dip. It's a tiramala salata. I don't know what it is. I have no idea the ingredients. I keep asking. Nobody will tell me. It's like a caviar dip, but it's a complimentary dip when you go to Tony Taverna's in Malibu. Highly recommend. And they give you this like warm bread. And then it's just this like this fishy, but it has no essence of fish. Bethany Frankel would glob it down and then go into cardiac arrest. She would never know there was fish in it because she does have a fish allergy. Is it a shellfish allergy or is it a fish allergy? I need clarity on that if I'm going to wean off Unisom because there's certain things that I'll never get over it. Is it a shellfish allergy or is it a fish allergy? Because if it's a fish allergy, like if you're having miso bonito flakes, and you go into anaphylaxis, is that a shellfish or is that a fish? Is a shrimp, clams, like what, I think she is not allergic to shellfish because I've seen her eat a crawfish. That has a shell, doesn't it? But then what about the tuna salad? What about tuna? What about scallops? Is scallop a fish? Are scallops a fish? Are they a reptile? I don't know. I can't bear it. Tradgiki Tzatziki. Anyways, let's talk about my new hyperfixation. Oh my God. Kate Hudson, galloped in a Free People sheer maxi dress, performing her hit single so that Dianna Agron, who's Dianna Agron? Great question. So that Dianna Agron could skidamarinka-dink-a-dink, Potaboo Ray through the Vanity Fair Get Ready With Me. She is the greatest star of our time. We have been sleeping on Dianna Agron. If you don't know who she is, gorgeous, which is basically all I care about. So deeply beautiful. And was on Glee, played Quinn. Did she play Quinn? I think her name was Quinn, on smash hit sensation show Glee, She also played a small role in Shiva Baby. I looked up her IMDb. I liked Shiva Baby. I watched it on a plane and it was, it was cute. It was tense. It was a coming of age story. I like that girl, Molly Stern from The Bear. I feel like me and her would be great friends, So I do. Sometimes I just get a whiff of someone and I'm like, they'd love me. And, I'm fairly certain that's not the case, but in my heart, I think she'd love me. So Dianna Agron from the fame and fortune of the Glee franchise, she's going to a Mew Mew lunch and she's bringing Vanity Fair along with her to get ready. Now, per my research, she was born in Georgia. So this accent that she is debuting, from the trenches of anonymity is so good. It's unbelievable. She's like, hello, Vanity, or hello, Vogue. Get ready with me to go to the Mew Mew lunch. I don't really know. Is it French? Is it British? Is it Canadian? I'm not sure what the fuck's going on, but she opens, we love a faux quirky bit, So the reel opens with her eating a delectable plate of fruit. And the way that she says fruit, I tried to cut it down because this is what I need for my brain to process tonight. I tried to clip it so that I could just get her saying the word fruit, but it's so quick that I can't isolate the fruit because all I want to do is just have Andrew give me a beat and just have it be fruit, 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 früt. And she says something like, my biggest dream is to learn how to cut and prepare fruit like this. And it's just like a plate of fucking mangoes. Like, bitch, you just peel the mango and then you cut it. Like, we're not reworking the wheel. We're not like, we're not inventing like the light bulb here. We're not sending bitches to space a la Katy Perry and her Daisy. It's just like maybe like a thinly sliced pineapple and like a mango or like a honeydew melon. I don't fucking know. It is my dream to learn how to peel, prepare, and cut fruit like this. Maybe I'll watch a few YouTube videos later, like something like that. And then it's like cut to Bonjour Vogue. And then she's like doing her makeup. And she's like, I have found that through maturity and growing up, that simplicity is really just the highest form of elegance. And then she busts out this like, just like a white Miu Miu poplin midi dress, and she puts it on, and then she grabs a wicker bag and she says, s'il vous plaît, bonne nuit, ready to go to my Miu Miu lunch. Thank you, Vogue, for joining me today. Früt. And it's just like so unbelievable. Like, I'm obsessed with her now. Früt. Like, it's just, there's something about it. And then I watched like 3.5 seconds of the Hailey Bieber "What's in My Bag" shticky. Like, it's obviously supposed to be satire. I think there comes a time in every little girl's life where we have to really just sit down by ourselves, close our eyes, and ask ourselves a real hard question. And it's, are we funny? Are we pretty? Are we smart? Or are we blessed with all three? And it's just statistically pretty low percentage that we get to be all three. You know what I mean? You just don't. Like, am I thin? Am I stunning? Am I funny? Am I pretty? Am I brilliant? And if you get one or two, you've already won at life. You've already got a disadvantage. But like, not everybody needs to be a clown. Not everybody needs to be a hoot and a half. And maybe we just, when you're rich, thin, and gorgeous, take it as a win. Just take it and you fucking run with it. Run with your peptide lip gloss into the abyss. We don't need it. Okay. And God bless her. God bless them all. Früt. Remember when I said I wasn't going to do like any Botox and I was just throwing caution to the wind? I am not doing that anymore. I have a pretty severe injectable appointment tomorrow, and I'm looking to go back to the drawing board because after just one too many comments on TikTok, I've assessed the situation, and I do feel like I would greatly benefit from a top up of something. I got the Nefertiti, Botox. Don't ask me. Don't burden me. What did I say to Andrew? Don't burden me with your stupidity. I can't bear the burden of your stupidity. There's this thing called fucking Google, okay? And phalanges. And you're going to take your fucking phalanges and you're going to hit a keyboard and you're going to fucking Google it before you have the audacity of DMing me something so fucking stupid, okay? So I got a Nefertiti lift and I got slight facial paralysis where it was getting a little foamy, little drooly. And every time I would try to laugh, it was like I was frowning. So I saunted the Botox out and I could basically taste it. I was sweating my dick off for weeks. I'm like, I got to get this out. I was rolling it out. I was sweating it out. I was swallowing it down. I was digesting the Botox. And I thought, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to pee the bees on the Botox for a bit. But now I think slight facial paralysis is worth some shrivel of facial symmetry because it's going a little to the left, everything you own, and a carry on to the left. So yeah. Okay, let's talk about my tour. Anyways, it's going really good. I just got a call. I think we may or may not. Do not hold me to this because I'm pre-recording. We may be adding a show or two, which is just like the bane of my existence, but I'm already there. It has to be done, or we might be potentially changing to bigger venues. I don't know, but I'm trying to work it the fuck out because I just didn't anticipate selling out on a pre-sale in like under 24 hours. But I guess, she still got it, which is just, I gotta say, it's really gives me a gay old chuckle and it makes me a little bit misty. And I really appreciate everyone that bought tickets because I know, it's, first of all the places I'm going, Swamp Ass is going to be at a level fucking 10. It's so hot, which is why I say this earnestly and honestly. I'm not going to surprise you. I'm not pretending that I'm going to like roll out in a fucking robe from the hotel and stem cells on the face and my hair looking like I just got gang banged by a Brillo pad. Like I'm being honest. For me to leave the confines of my house, I have to do my nighttime routine before the show so that I can take my unison, which I will do on stage, and go straight to fucking bed. You know what I mean? I want to be comfortable and I want to be like, I need to have some semblance of routine and like being in hibernation, especially for the context of the show. Like I don't want, like I'm not busting a Luke. That's not what anybody is coming for. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. I've been there, done that. This is a geriatric slumber party girls night in. You know what I mean? Bring your Invisalign, your headgear, your mouth tape, your like scrunchies, your fake cigarettes, a sensible pajama set, whatever your comfort robe is. Like do whatever makes you comfortable. If you want to bust your tits out and wear like a bandage dress, that's on you. But I will be fake smoking cigarettes with a scrunchie in my hair, giving absolutely zero fucks because that's just where I'm most comfortable. Okay. So yeah, I think, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send out a mood board. I did this with my last show and I think it's just a little something special because I'm really, really ready to fucking party with you lassies. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, and like 3.5 gentlemen. At the Rosewood, I met so many. No, I don't want to say that. That's gross. No, I don't know how to edit this. So we're going to have to just leave it in. I met so many people that were all so fucking gorgeous, like Montecito mamas. Okay. Who were like, oh, I love your podcast. I looked at Andrew and I'm like, I need to move in here. I've never seen more beautiful, like if these are the ladies that are listening, I might be doing a decent job. Like this is my crew. These are my people. Give her a lavender sprig and a picnic basket. Like I've got to get to Montecito. This is where I belong. I was like holding a fucking meet and greet at the Miramar Beach Bar. I couldn't believe it. And I was looking as busted as ever with my 3rd degree sunscreen burns. Like I've never been on a fucking vacation, which is just so not cool. I've never been someone who got sunburn. And recently it's just like, I look outside and I'm peeling everywhere. You know why? Oh my God, this is so symbolic. I'm having my reptilian shedding of the skin moment so that when I go outdoor, like it will be baby skin. I'm having a rebirth. Okay. Because I am peeling. Every inch of my epidermis is peeling. And in about 3.5 weeks, when the tour starts, I'm going to have fresh stem cell baby skin just in time for Leo season. Okay. That I'm going to wrap up in my sensible, crusty robe and hit the fucking town. The symbolism here is so not lost on me. Wow. Have you been looking for a natural way to relieve aches and discomfort? The CBD gummies from Cornbread Hemp are formulated to work with your body, not against it. I've tried 1,000,001 different supplements to help me sleep, but so many of them don't deliver. I've heard such amazing things about Cornbread. And I love the name, by the way. Huge fan. And I just ordered their sleep gummies, which I'm so excited to try. Cornbread Hemp's CBD gummies are made to help you feel better, whether it's stress, discomfort, or just needing a little relaxation. They only use the best part of the hemp plant, the flower, for the purest and most potent CBD. And my favorite part about them is that all of their products are third-party lab tested and USDA organic to ensure safety and purity. Right now, Bitch Bible listeners can save 30% off on their first order. Just head to cornbreadhemp.com/bitchbible and use code bitchbible at checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/bitchbible and use code bitchbible. Even though Clyde has been driving me absolutely nuts, I still only want to give him the very best food, which is why Little Spoon is my Lord and Savior. Listen, I'm going to make sure he learns how to make a mean martini for mommy by age 3. And to keep him in ship shape, I trust Little Spoon. Little Spoon delivers healthy, ready-to-eat meals and snacks that your baby, toddler, or big kid will love and that you can actually feel good about. All of their products are junk-free, organic, thoughtfully sourced. Plus, they are the first and only baby food company to set strict, publicly available standards for heavy metals, pesticides, and more in their baby and toddler food. It gives you such peace of mind. Listen, I found Little Spoon before they became a sponsor of this podcast. It was the first food I ever gave Clyde were the baby blends because I knew that they were just the cleanest that you could ever possibly find on the market. It also just takes the drama out of mealtime. Clyde today is at school. He has a butternut squash ravioli with green beans and turkey kale meatballs. He loves this food so much. I truly would die without it. The quality is unmatched. They'll eat it. If you have a picky eater, this is approved for them. All the snacks are so great. Plus, like I said, the way that they just really inspect and filter what your children are putting in their body with contaminants and heavy metals and pesticides. It's just the absolute best. I love this company so much. Simplify your kiddos' mealtime with 30% off your first order. Go to littlespoon.com/Bible. Enter our code Bible at checkout and get 30% off your first Little Spoon order. Thank you, Little Spoon, for sponsoring this episode. Okay, sorry, we're back. I had to take a brief intermish because I just wanted to check some ticket updates. We have quite a few sold out shows. They were like, would you do a 9 p.m., 9:30 p.m. Second showcase, if you will? I said, absolutely not. I said, if people want to roll through for a matinee, buckle up, Buttercup, okay? Prepare your oxygen tanks because it's about to get real fucking geriatric up in this bitch. But 9:30 p.m., they're like, well, it's East Coast timing. I'm like, I don't fucking care. I'm a well-traveled woman, okay? I adapt to time zones like a reptile, reptilian nature through and through, which, by the way, checked the hairline. She is peeling. Somebody texted me. They're like, sunscreen's a thing. I'm like, it gives you cancer. Everything gives you cancer. Speaking of cancer, so as soon as I got the ticket counts, everything has an agenda and a mission statement and a renovation at the end of the tunnel. I called my landscape architect. I'm like, you need to get here stat. I've got an idea. So he comes over, we walk the prop, and I'm like, how about this? Okay. Kind of a huge financial undertaking to do the whole yard. Too much time, too much kashish. What if we do this in phases? Okay. First things first, SP, summer prep. Okay, we're going to summer prep the yard. We're going to hit it with some lattice planters, bougainvillea, change out some umbrellas, maybe invest in outdoor furniture, which I do think is jumping the gun a little bit because I don't think we should really be buying outdoor furniture until the yard is totally done because I'll probably change my mind in the process. But first things first, SP, a light summer prep. Okay, just to get through Cancer season and Leo season. So it's a livable sitch, okay? Then we move into PTL, okay? That's phase 2, P2, PTL, prep the land, okay? So we're going to move a retaining wall. We're going to grade my back kind of grass area, okay? So we're going to get everything ready for phase 3, technically, P2, which is FTL, facilitate the land. You know what I mean? Then we're going to start building outside structures. We're going to run plumbing. We're going to redo the electrical. We'll have an outdoor pagoda with marble checkerboard floors. We'll have the putting green. I really would love a pink pickleball court, like a muted prison pink pickleball, or like a sports court, but which is like hilarious. Like I'm going to be fucking, a girl can dream. It's never going to happen. But I just think it would be a cute little thing to have. Then we're going to do, fire pits feel fiscally responsible because you just physically buy the pre-made fire pit and then you drop it in. But I would like to do a sunken pit. And he's like, that's going to cost $7 million. I'm like, okay, I'm willing to get creative here. But my goal is to PTL, prep the land, because then I can extend my pool deck. Here's what I'm thinking. Everybody close their eyes. Okay. Travertine is back, baby. I love the idea of travertine and marble checkerboard mixing materials. Travertine, gritty, sexy, ominous, Montecito, marble, timeless, weatherproof, industrial. You know what I mean? I like those two stones. I'm thinking a checkerboard pool, okay, to pay homage to the checkerboard elements in the home, but I don't want to do black and white. It's getting a little Hollywood Regency. It's a little Z Gallery adjacent. Hold on, just got a text message from my dad. Let's see what he said. Okay. Oh, I can't talk about this. I thought, okay, I have a looming death threat, and I just talked to my dad about it, and he was like, oh, whatever. We'll talk about it at the show. If I live to make it at the to the travertine, Tradgiki Tzatziki. Anyways, not a black and white checkerboard, but I'm thinking of doing a softer checkerboard element in the pool. Very Tulum. Tulum meets Montecito, Soho House, London. I don't know. I'm thinking about it though, because we are replenishing and we are PTLing, prepping the motherfucking land. Then I could have my deck space finagled. Also, I resided the house, but now I'm thinking that maybe we need to add some brick elements, some distressed brick siding, just to make it feel a little bit older. It's good. It's the residing feels too new. Does that make sense? Which I guess is the whole point of residing a home. But I don't like the newness of it. I want it to look a little more broken in. Not literally don't break in, don't do it. But, this is what I live for. This is why I don't sleep at night. Because I'm just thinking about these things all the fucking time. Can we talk about Dianna Agron just one more time? Because now I've watched the video 14 times. I don't care about the tour anymore. I don't even care about PTLing. I don't care. All I want to do is watch. What if I switched up the whole nature of the show and we just watched the Dianna Agron Vanity Fair Get Ready With Me to wear a Macy's midi dress at Cannes? How did she even make it to Cannes? I mean, God bless her. So beautiful. I love a pretty person. Okay. I will always root for the overdog. I ride for you, Dianna Agron. I'm just wondering how she found herself at Cannes doing a Vanity Fair video. It feels like a bit of a reach, and the opening, I know we've already discussed this, but I just have to get it out one more time. And she's like, it is my greatest goal in life to learn how to cut, present, how to slice, cut, peel, and present fruit like this. Fruit. And it's who's going to tell Dianna that she can go on Amazon and she can overnight a peeler and just a knife, any knife. And all she has to do is just cut the fruit and then put it on a plain plate. That's all she has to fucking do. I will never sleep again. And then the grand reveal, first of all, she's wearing a hospital gown while getting ready and talking about Catherine Atelier's first film. And, Cannes feels like a camp, because it's one of the only settings where people can ask questions and learn and talk about film. And, Catherine's debut. I don't even who the fuck is Catherine? Okay. And then she grand reveals her outfit, which is on its best day, a Talbot's white midi dress, okay, with like it's so unbelievable. It is so unbelievable. It is awe-inducing. It's perfect. I have no notes. You know how I always have like a theme for a birthday? This year, it's obviously the hateful dinner party with Hate Jacqueline. I'm thinking of doing, just for me, a projector in the backyard after we PTL, prep the land, and just streaming Dianna Agron saying früt for 13 minutes. Früt, 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 früt. Oh God, I'm never gonna get over it. I was laughing so hard last night alone in bed. I showed it to Andrew and I was like, please watch this. He's like, who is that? I'm like, she was on Glee. And he's like, why does she have an accent? I'm like, Andrew, that's the whole point of it. And he's like, what is she wearing? I'm like, that's the whole point of it. Früt. It's so good. It's so beautiful. Okay, let's talk about some topical things that I'm really intrigued by this week. Ooh, okay, so there's a new, there's always a new trend. There's always a gimmick. I guess there's a new article that came out, New York Times style, and we are now in the era of slop. Slop is defined as, it's a new term to describe dubious or unwanted AI content in social media, art, books, and increasingly in search results. Something unsatisfying yet in endless supply. So slop, from my perspective, is TikTok, fast fashion, everything that's just like oversaturated, overly digested, quick, fast, excessive. Okay, slop. So we're in a slop culture right now. It's so interesting because slop and curation feel different, but they're one and the same. It's a curation of slop. Everything, we're just marinating in slop and früt. So there's just like too much shit out there to just like to foam at the mouth and slop it up. You know what I mean? You go on TikTok, we're scrolling, we're shopping, but we're never really doing anything meaningful because it's just an endless, trivial pursuit and marination of micro slop. Slop. I like that word. Slop slaps. So I don't really know what else to discuss, but that's what they're saying. That's the new trend. Slop it up, kitty cats. Slop it up. Now, another article that I loved, LOL'd so hard. Okay. This is from The Cut. So there is this influencer. She's 23 years old. She's a model. Okay. And she's got some type of like online chat room group thing. Okay. Her name is Liv Schmidt and she's got a bunch of followers and she's like a weight loss influencer. And her mission statement is to live the skinny girl lifestyle, but skinny is spelled SKINNI, which feels like a cheater brand. Bethany Frankel, roll the fuck through. So for $20 a month, you become a member and you gain access to Schmidt's subscription-only Instagram group called The Skinny Society. Sign me up, okay? Where they discuss weight loss goals and progress, step counts, meal plans, and before and after photos, okay? So someone from The Cut went inside the group and saw that members were sharing photos of like their tiny little meals. Like 4 grains of rice and a Splenda. And then all the other women in the group were like, get it, girly. Eating is cheating. You can do it. Which is so funny. And they're all like commiserating about the physical side effects of like their calorie deficits. All I can think about is that woman in Drop Dead Gorgeous who's like being wheeled around in the wig. Don't cry out loud. By the way, if I'm not wheeled out, in Fort Lauderdale, okay, with a wig on, like with an IV drip in my arm because I'm so frail that I haven't done a good job. Liv Schmidt, I like what you're doing. I got to join because, the more someone tells me no, I just say yes. I'm so fucking hungry all the time. I looked at Andrew and said, I'm hilarious, okay? I'm smart. I'm funny. I have a gorgeous child. I have a great eye for interiors. Do I need a six-pack? No. Yes, I do need a six-pack, okay, of a gorgeous Peroni to eat with my eggplant parmesan that I'm having later. Like, fuck off. Oh, God. This is funny. I know this is like toxic, but it's funny. Somebody hop over to Melissa Wood Health's page. She'll give you the words of encouragement. This gives me a gay old chuckle. Okay. Oh, this is sad, though. There was a bunch of kids that were in high school that were in this group. That I can't co-sign on. That's very sad. One of them, who was a freshman in high school, Schmidt's account has been disabled from Facebook. So her group has basically been dismantled. This is the Cuts direct quote. Where is the line between embracing diet culture and promoting eating disorders? Inside the group, members post ridiculously high step counts and commiserate over the side effects of their low-calorie diets, like hair loss and dizziness. I shouldn't be laughing. It's not funny. By the way, if I had an eating disorder, I would have the same exact reaction. I love when I do this. I'm like, my mom is dead and I have a cousin with an eating disorder, so don't come at me. Though the group is technically close to those under 18, when I joined, I found more than a dozen members who are high school students, one of whom is a freshman. If I can encourage the youth with just one thing, you know what? Chewing and eating is so underrated. I love food. The only reasons I make jokes about it is because it's quite literally all I think about. I said to Andrew yesterday afternoon at 4 p.m., I said, hey, just as an FYI, we're going to have eggplant parmesan tomorrow night. So make sure that you don't replicate any Italian cuisine for the next 2 meals, because that will, like, even if I know, this is crazy. If I know that Andrew had like some form of an Italian dish for lunch without me, like if I found out that he had like a La Scala chopped salad today, and I have been brainstorming this eggplant parm for 48 hours now. Like, I know Friday I have a beautiful bottle of Nebbiolo and I'm going to have an eggplant parm. If I know that he betrayed me with a double Italian regional cuisine, I will be so irritated that he's already had Italian food today that I won't be able to enjoy my fucking meal. That's where I'm at. Anyways, Liv Schmidt. Sorry, honey. Sorry. But yeah. This summer, don't let thinning hair hold you back. With Nutrafol, see visibly less hair shedding and show up where it matters most. Whether you're dancing at a wedding, lounging on the beach, or posing for a quick picture on a night out with your gal pals, okay? You may have heard of Nutrafol's hair growth supplements and wondered, do they actually work? Everybody asks me that, okay? And it's a fair question. There's many hair care supplements that are over-promising, under-delivering. Nutrafol is different. As the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand, it's trusted by over 1.5 million people and is clinically tested to deliver real results in just 3 to 6 months. Okay. They've got a formula for everybody, whether you're, plant-based, menopause, postpartum, and you want to see less hair shedding. Nutrafol is amazing. I took it after giving birth when I noticed like my hairline was getting a little vakakta, and truly like changed the game. I gave it to all of my girlfriends. They all swear by it. This summer, stop worrying about your hair and start making memories. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code Bible. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code Bible. That is Nutrafol.com, promo code Bible. Everyone's saying Basque wedding dresses. Is it Basque or Basque? Basque. How would Dianna Agron say that? She'd say Basque. 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 Don't care. Wedding dresses are the new mason jars. Disagree, actually. Like hardcore disagree. What would I say wedding dress vibe is the new mason jar? I mean, it's hard to say. I don't know that there is any equivalent. I've never loved a mermaid gown. I find that I also don't like a sweetheart neckline. Like I really just have never understood a sweetheart neckline. It really bothers me. I mean, if you're getting married and you have one, it's going to look great on you. But just know, like deep in my soul, if I was being honest, I hate the sweetheart neckline. If you have small tits, I don't get it. If you have big tits, I don't get it. If you have no tits, I don't get it. Like I don't understand it. I find it to be sophomoric, unflattering, and not chic. Ask me how I really feel. Don't sugarcoat it, Jackie, with like that little rouging in the tit. I think you either go like clean, straight, high neck, or deep, deep V, and nothing in between. That's just how I feel. I'm not super offended by a basque drop waist wedding dress. Now, I do think, did Kim Kardashian have a basque wedding dress? I'm looking at these and I'm kind of loving them, actually. If I was to get married all over again for my second wedding, actually, a second wedding, like ball gown, is so trad. There's nothing, oh my God, with like embroidery. If you're on your second wedding and you're doing a big ball gown and there's any type of beadwork, I hope you get divorced. Like, it's not going to work out. You're the problem. You're the reason your first marriage ended. And the second one, it's not looking great because I don't know, like there's something, the psychology behind that is just, it's brazen and it's insulting to your guests. You know what I mean? And if you have the nerve, I really feel so strongly about this. If you are on your second marriage, okay, and you did the whole fairy tale wedding thing, okay, the first go around, and let's say you have kids, you had, some form of a lengthy marriage, or even not that lengthy, and you hit us with a second wedding with an embroidered ball gown and a registry. If you are double registering, you're a fucking cunt. Okay, you're a fucking cunt. We already bought you the Crate and Barrel starter cups. Okay, you don't get to upgrade because you're upgrading your husband, and now you want to like foray into baccarat. Like you live with those Crate and Barrel cups till your dying days, or buy your own fucking dishware. Okay, because we're not doing that again. We already sat with you and your burlap früt, your burlap tablecloths and your fucking mason jars with your twinkle lights at your first wedding while you slow dance to Jason Mraz. Okay, now that you are looking towards greener pastures, we're not doing that again. I'm not buying you another fucking charger plate. Thank you very much. It's just so rude. If I was going to get married again, like second wedding vibes, I was just talking about this with my girlfriends at lunch. I would go, like, I married for love the first time. The second go around, like if Andrew mysteriously gets murdered and buried while I PTL, prep the land, and I have to like go back out into the scene, first of all, would kill, you guys. Now, I never had a problem whilst dating. I was hook, line, and sinker, okay? Because I've got fucking mad game. You should know this about me. So much game, and I'm being myself, but I'm so rude and like warm, but also cold at the same time. Guys ate it up like a fucking spoon, okay? Reverse universal psychology. It's like, I'm not that into you, and I like, it just works, okay? I'll do a seminar on it one day. Because, you don't have to be the prettiest rose in the bush. But if you have enough thorns and fertilizer and spunk, you're going to get picked. It's why I would always say, like, I would kill on The Bachelor. I would never go on The Bachelor because obviously I love myself and I was hugged as a child, but I would have killed. What was the point of that? Ooh, if I was going for a second husband, I would definitely like wear a suit or like something. No, I'm too young to like go full suit, and it's giving a little bit of lesbo energy, but I would do something like short, sparkly. Oh, that's embroidery. I don't know. I'd have to workshop it. I'd really have to think about it. But No, you know what I would do? I would do like a dinner, like a 30-person, like gorgeous dinner in the English countryside. And I would wear like a oh my God. Okay. This is what I would wear. Now it's like coming to me. Okay. It would be as like easy breezy as possible. I would probably do some form. I would join Liv Schmidt's toxic diet group, and so that I could be inspired to just like have like one like little black bean for fiber, and then like maybe a cigarette to just really trim down. And what I would do is I would wear like a cropped like cashmere, like beautiful cashmere sweater with like a bit of an exposed midriff, and like a high, like a silk skirt, like a long, not like poof, but like a fitted in the, because I'd be so gaunt, thin, hospitalized. I'd be wearing like a skirt. Like a Callista. Remember when Callista Flockhart? I think about two outfits a lot. Callista Flockhart wore like a yellow skirt with like a tied up, like button down white Oxford shirt. And then I also think about in Pitch Perfect, Jennifer Aniston, when she pretends or she wants to like stage the breakup with the videographer that she reconnected with to like impress her bosses so that she would get promoted, which makes no sense. It's a bit of a flawed plotline, but whatever. She wears this green lace, like shift bodycon, like I think it's probably a Dolce, like a green lace dress, like slip dress fitted. And I think about that every single day of my life because green's my color. I don't know. So I'd probably wear like a skirt, like a kind of like a statement skirt with like a very cash top, or like how cool would I be if I wore just like a cashmere blend, like ribbed tank top with like a gorgeous silk white fitted like poof skirt. Something to think about. And then it would be like an outdoor, like not rustic and organic, but like chic and fashion forward, you know, all mixed glassware, china, monoflorals. Yeah, something to think about. What was I saying? Oh, are Basque dresses the new mason jars? No, mason jars are the new mason jars. Like there are people who are still very much so in their mason jar era. Like nobody got the memo. Nobody saw the GIFs. Nobody saw the TikToks. And they're just refusing to move forward. And you have to celebrate it at a certain point because it is so deeply stagnant that there is something comfortable about the consistency of it all. But I like to think that at a certain point, we all pivot and look inward and change. Speaking of glassware, I just went to Home Goods and I bought these. This is too real. And this is not really something I should probably be sharing on mic, but I based my whole tour on these concerts in the park in our neighborhood. Did I already talk about this earlier? I can't remember. Whatever. My only like blackout dates were these 4 weekends that they do local concerts in the park, because I really do think it's the cutest thing ever. It is like suburban living at its fucking finest. Okay. And Clyde is obsessed with it. You bring, you know, a road cock and like a weird cheese plate, and you set up camp, you put your blankets out. It's these terrible cover bands, okay, but like performed like Coachella, okay, like the stage, the lights, the food trucks, like it's a whole theatrical experience, but it's like the worst music you've ever heard. It's like a Queen tribute band, like 70s Bee Gees cover, like it's as bad as it gets, but it's so fun, okay? And I was like, I can't go these dates because these are the concerts in the park and I take them very, very seriously. So I'm trying to build a vibe for said concerts in the park. So I found this gorgeous vintage picnic basket at the Antique Mart that's like in perfect condition, okay? And then I went to Home Goods and I got these Baccarat adjacent. I don't like a stemless glass, but I need to have glassware options. I'm looking for like a plastic martini glass, and the only ones they had at Home Goods have like an iridescent finish on them. And even for an outdoor glassware, like I can't That's not for me. I can't do an iridescent glass in any capacity. I need something that looks like a real martini glass. Normally, I just bring a martini glass, but Clyde is a little bit more feral and breaks things this go around. Last summer, he was like a potato. This summer, he's like a fucking racehorse. So I need something that's a little more durable. But I found these gorge amber baccarat adjacent plastic glasses, okay? And I'm building a set. Now I'm looking for a melamine. Is it melamine? I don't know. I need some dishes. I need a platter. I would love, like, I need a picnic brass cheese knife. Like, this will occupy me for 3 days, okay? 3 fucking days, because I crave activities. I crave just toodle suburban errands, and me like curating this picnic basket for this concerts in the park. What did you do this week? This, okay? And Dianna Agron edits 24/7. Did I also sell editor? Maybe. Which, by the way, like, I know that I'm being like kind of an egomaniac dick. Like, these aren't huge venues, so it would be really embarrassing if I didn't sell these out. Florida, you need to roll through, though, because that's the one I'm having a bit of problems with. And if you think I want to go to fucking Florida in the heat of August, you're dead fucking wrong. So the least you could do is buy a goddamn ticket. Okay, do you know what my hair's going to look like? It's not great. Okay, swamp ass. More breaking pop culture news with Jackie, everybody. Anti-Semite Kanye West claims he will no longer be hating on Jews. The problematic rapper declared that he is done with anti-Semitism in a series of posts shared via X Thursday evening. Okay, this is courtesy of Page 6. Kanye West says, "I'm done with anti-Semitism," who now goes by Ye. He added in a follow-up post, "I love all people." Oh my God. Okay. That's so sweet. Oh, yeah. "God forgive me for the pain I've caused," he says. "I forgive those who have caused me pain. Thank you, God. I simply got a FaceTime from my kids, and I want to save the world again. Share peace, share love." Okay. You know what? It's fine, Kanye. I mean, we forgive you, except we don't. We never will. By the way, have you met Jews? Okay. Never forgive, never forget. We don't forgive you. I speak for all of us. Okay. I'm good on you, Kanye West. Do I still have all of the lights in the Chill House playlist and Runaway? Yeah, I do. Okay. Because it's just, they're already down. I think I illegally downloaded them, to be honest. Like, they're old enough where I probably downloaded them on Napster, a la like 2009 or something. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So he's not getting any streaming residuals. Yeah, we're good. I'm good. We're good. I don't forgive you. This is like, it's cute. Can you imagine being like, "Oh, yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Well, we're good, girl. We're good. Good luck finding a lawyer, okay? Because lots of lawyers are Jewish, Kanye West." Oh my God, is that a generalization? Am I going to get canceled for that? Yeah, good luck finding a fucking lawyer to get custody of your children, which is never going to fucking happen. I don't like talking about people's kids, actually. We don't have to cut it out. We don't have time for that. But I feel really, I feel terrible for those children. I do. And listen, they'll be fine. Okay. But it's very, very sad. And he's disgusting. He's disgusting. So there's that. Thanks so much for the apology, girly. I want to forgive you and I want to forget you, as the great Lauren Conrad once said. Früt. Anyways, go on thebitchbible.com and click tour and buy tickets. If you're anywhere near these shows, please roll through. It's going to be so much fun. And I hope everyone has a gorgeous Memorial Day. Thank you. Bye. Chit chat next week. Okay.